Want to welcome everybody. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Let's go ahead and get started in a live stream. We're going to cover the details. First of all, I want to shout out to the VIP. It was an incredible day to the downside. You're looking at the returns on the bottom of your screen. I have highlighted the returns, the top returns from our VIP members. Congratulations to the VIP. Yesterday, I let you know we were in the live stream. We were talking about where I wanted to go towards the end. I always try and give an inclination, etc. We were on the golden pocket. You guys understand that. I want to shout out to all you guys. Hope you're doing well. Having a good start to your week. The VIP are trading. We are doing well. I can confirm that trading accounts look good. You guys are doing well. Congratulations on your strategy, on your hundreds of rounds, etc. And to any new VIP that are in, I'd say in the cooker that are coming along, we can't wait for you to show up. Few different features to talk about. Primarily letting you know, not financial advice. Former financial professional, you guys know that. And certified in markets. Let's dig into the golden pocket on the macro. You guys know we're down just past that. I was looking to turn a certain level into a target, and indeed we did. Congratulations to the VIP. Congratulations to the entirety of, I'll just say anyone who's trading. Those who are shorting right now have really, guys, in terms of that, have really done well. I want to let you guys know you've done extremely well in terms of profits. It's just been unbelievable if you've been on the right side of the coin, literally. Now, I've been working with this chart just a bit. I let the VIP know in the back. In terms of any type of a reversal feature, something that's difficult to beat, this is one, a support level from a preceding hitch here. Let's go ahead and circle that. Shout out to the VIP. I hope you guys are doing well. We'll go over some targets to the downside, etc. Just exciting, guys. Looking at this, Freddie, 450%. You guys need to text me or DM me and let me know if I'm off at all on any of these returns. Pathfinder, 150%. We have Anthony, 1,200%. That's the big deal. That's the nice one. That's the big mamma jamma there, 1,205%. So wanted to highlight you guys since you're trading so well. We are not down in the dumps. We're not panic stricken. We trade. So looking at this fan feature, I want to talk about it. Level of support, right, flipped into a level of resistance on the daily. A level with this being the seat of support. Boom. Flipped into resistance. Bam. If you can't see that, guys, you need to practice a little bit on your fans. But in terms of that reversal feature, let me take the Fibonacci. Let me hide that for one moment. Just looking at that framework of a resistance flipped into, boom, support. This resistance, 1, 2, 3, flipped, boom, into this support, 1, 2, 3, flipped into the resistance. It'll get a little confusing. I just had this upside down. But level of support, again, level of support here. Hit 1, 2 on support. We're flipping support into, boom, resistance. This is very, very pertinent. So this level of support, boom, hit 1, hit 2. Right? Second level of support. First level of support, flip resistance. Second level of support, flip resistance here. Now, this here, we're going to look at this specific level of support that we're going to find, and it's in the process of building. I'm going to let you guys know that it's in the process of building, or we have already established it in this level. This is what's crucially important about this feature right now. The VIP who trade fans frequently know the implications of what I'm looking at right now. Because if we were to count this as essentially the fan, I'd say the level of support right now, we could be looking at some point, and it doesn't have to be immediately now, but at some point, a flip of the support, bam, bam, into a level of resistance. Just an ordinary function of the market. Now, it's not an ordinarily functioning market. There's a lot of pressure. You guys know Dow was down 1,000. Guys, NASDAQ was awfully. Just a real down day, but again, the shorts were paying. So I bring this up for you guys to put on your trade stations, to take a look at this to see if we might, just to say if we might, guys. Now, any prior support, just be prepared for this. Any prior level of support from here, boom, support could flip to resistance. It's just a natural function of the market. You see it happen here, the level of support flipped, boom, to resistance. So I want to prepare you for that dynamic in your trading, both on the macro and on the micro, particularly on the micro, guys. As you look at the level of support here, hit 1, hit 2, flipped into, boom, 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 that level of resistance. So we'll go back to the wedge, more of a familiar pattern that we're dealing with, but I want you to be prepared for, more of an institutionally recognized pattern the fan, it plays quite frequently. It plays quite well. You guys know that. It's a very strong reversal feature that we trade a lot, guys. We trade that a lot in the back. When they play, they play. I will let you guys know that. We'll dig into the micro here just a bit. We'll talk about some of the key considerations. I want to talk about, let me go ahead and take this fan off the map, but we'll talk about some key considerations and primarily some targets to the downside. Now, we have some issues. Jubal would call this price slop. I think it's interesting, but differentiation between pricing on various exchanges, differentiation on pricing between USD and USDT as well. Very important, because this is a chart that happens to belong to Coinbase, okay? Coinbase. Now, in terms of a downside projection, if we're looking at the run to the downside into this bear flag, it's a very nice bear flag on Coinbase, on BTC USD, right? We have a clear projected downside target. We're nearly there on Coinbase. You're going to get differentiation on your other exchanges. Coinbase is one of the cleanest ones you can find right now. I want to let you guys know it's one of the cleanest charts that you can find. So I have demonstrated that just to remind you the amplitude move preceding flagpole channel to the upside, right? If we flip this, the script becomes very, very clear. There we go. There's a bull flag, right? Flags fly at half mast, and we would look at just repeating that, bam, to the upside. So in terms of that, also pay attention to your wicks and be prepared for differentiation in terms of the different exchanges. Guys, your exchange will probably be specific, I would say, to your exchange. So in the context thereof, we typically will focus on the Binance chart, looking at the lower time frames. Let's dig in right now as we are literally heading down to those specific targets, which is important. Those specific targets, I'd say, are important, but looking at that framework of the preceding move to repeat that move, yes, that's a natural target, and we're just about there, depending upon where you structure in that target, but it's very close. Looking at the candle wick, we have a problem on Binance. This is the problem, guys, with the original dig down into that golden pocket move. You guys know the original move down becomes a real untenable look at a flagpole to repeat. You guys know that. So that move to the downside, just note that, please, guys. That's a big deal. But we are just at, we're very close to being at that target in terms of the exact measurement. You're going to have to make some qualified assumptions, right, in terms of just qualifying your assumptions with TA. And on the candle wicks, we do have room to go. I'm just going to say we have room to go on the Binance chart. I will mark that at 20,200. That's marked at 20,200 on the specific candle wicks on the Binance chart. Okay, looking at a different framework on the actual lines, guys. On the lines, we're still going to be. I'm gonna say this as well. There are two interpretations. If you wanted to be more aggressive and measure, let's say this measure from the top, let's say this breakout threshold of the support to the downside, we could be looking at something along the lines of 17.5. So this is not a perfect equation to trade. I want to let you know that it's not. I will not act like it is a perfect equation to trade. And I tell the VIP all the time, you guys know this, in the back, it's like, the market is not built to be a perfect place to make money. Okay, it's just not, guys. That is probably the best I can put it. Don't expect it to be a perfect place to make money, right? And in terms of trading, right, you put your TA together and your strategy together. That's what VIP is all about. It can still be perfect and imperfect in some way, right? We can still approach it within I'd say a level that maximizes our operation in it. Down 3.14% to 21,806. We love these lower prices, guys. I have to tell you, we love these lower prices. We were looking forward to lower prices along with you. I know this for a fact, guys. We were looking forward to lower prices in 2021 in the summertime. You guys know this, right? In this zone, we wanted to hit the golden pocket. Everyone wanted to hit it. You guys know this. So unfortunately, or I'll say very fortunately, we found that small ascending triangulation here. Bam, in the back, VIP. We found that. I don't know anyone else who caught that launch. Boom, to the upside. Huge move. So the fact that we're deeply dug in terms of value right now, we are excited. We are literally excited. No problem. We are calm, cool. We are ready to trade. That is why VIP is here, is to trade, guys. So we're excited about this. I want to congratulate all of you on your returns, and I want to just welcome you guys to to Bitcoin Spike. This is London. We have a trade group we enjoy, guys, nothing more than trading. That is what we are built around and focused on, and we would love you guys to join us. You see the returns on the bottom. Look at Anthony going with 1,200% on a trade. That was a trade of 1 day. In 1 day, 1,200%. Very nicely done, Anthony. We're very excited about 2022. We are building. That's what I keep telling people. We are building VIP. I've moved your pictures up to the top just so that you guys can focus on the bottom of the screen. When your screen turns green, that's what it looks like, guys. Bill, first day, literal the first day, or the first trade I set him up in. This was late last week. I set him up in his first trade. You see Bill there at the bottom, 508% on the profitable side of the hedge. Boom. Guys, hugely important. If you don't know how to trade, I'd say if you do not know how to trade leverage, then I would invite you to join VIP, because I will walk you through that. It's very important to me that the community knows what is going on with leverage, guys. You guys need to know what is leverage, right? It's just very, very important. So looking at the framework, I may add another indicator in here. We'll probably leave that MRC in the back. You guys can look at that. That MRC is very important. I would recommend anytime we're in some heavy volatility like this that you guys look at the mean reversion channel. MRC, mean reversion channel. Okay, I can try and add that in real quickly. Okay, MRC, we'll look at the mean reversion channel. It's by Fareed Zulkifli, okay? And we covered that a long time ago in terms of VIP. It does provide you with notification and status on multiple time frames. I would just recommend that you take a look at it, okay, just to be familiar with what it provides, okay? Also, critical right now is a level that we've been looking to for a long time, which would be that specified weekly 200 moving average. You guys know that weekly 200 moving average needs to be on the map, right? That's going to be the 200-week moving average heat map by low skill. Take a look at the heat map by low skill. Critically important because we have passed through that level at about 22,207. We traded that in the back. So congratulations to everyone that was trading. I have an attempt here in terms of a potential reversal. Not a reversal on the map has played in the last number of hours. I'm not sure that the Celsius debacle, the Celsius pour down, had something to do with some additional kind of crypto fright that may have sunk into individuals who may have been overexposed. I think that's one of the big fears right now. You guys understand, in terms of VIP, we are solid about not being overexposed in the market, guys, even at the lower levels, even on your favorite project, right? Absolutely not. That is not the way that we roll. We do not get overexposed, right? You won't hear the sad songs out of VIP. To the extent that you do, it's someone who lost touch and literally decided to pave their own maverick road into the hole that they may be in, guys, because we do not support that, guys. In terms of leverage, we're very solidly featured as well about just making sure that people are protected at all times like a prize fighter. So looking at this specific wedge feature, intended to be a bullish componentry, however, we have the lower targets. Bottom line, I know a lot of you want to short right now. It can be a bit tricky if you're looking to get into a short. I'll let you know in the back, this specific Elliott Wave feature was just awesome. This was where Anthony kicked into his short. We were looking at a really nice, wasn't that great, Anthony? Just fantastic. But on the lower time frames, we had a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Just fantastic, guys. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. With a descending triangulation. So the indication of the maximum move up, and boom, look at that short, guys. That was beautiful. We covered that in the back. That is one of the best shorts we have seen in a while in terms of entry. Very nice. Also a nice short entry here. Things got a bit congested here. Any level of resistance that you can typically find right now is paying, right? That's the idea. Can you find a level of resistance? We always say, buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. You guys know that. So in terms of sell at resistance, it's also, let's say this, it's buy or long at support, right? It's sell or short at resistance. So those shorts have been paying extremely extremely well. And we want to shout out to all the VIP. We appreciate you guys having the wherewithal to just keep kicking it amidst a market that has a lot of people frightened. Not here. We are prepared to trade. I'm just going to say for the record that accounts look good. I can speak. I won't speak for individuals per se, but some trading accounts look good. And I'll say this, guys: if you have just listened to the notion that you should be lightly exposed, right? Absolutely, guys. Looking at the golden pocket and having excess cash reserves, heavy cash reserves. Who has been telling us this? That would be me. That would be VIP, guys. You know this, right? And not everyone likes to hear this, but who's been saying heavy cash reserves since day one, right? Boom. And we trade. We like to trade. You guys know that. That's our MO is trading, without a doubt. So looking at the feature here, looking at the notion that we would never be overexposed, that heavy cash would literally sit is piled towards the lower levels. That's the notion on anything that's going to be highly volatile, right? And I've been encouraging the VIP in terms of that for a long time, really since the incipiency of the channel. Guys, just never overexposed at a higher price, always ready to double and able to double and triple down at lower levels. Just hugely important, and that's a key feature that particularly with altcoins, when people decide, no, I'm going to do it my way. Well, your way is going to get you hurt. I'm going to tell you, a lot of times your way is going to get you hurt, and I just don't like to see people hurt financially. That's just one of my deals. I've been in finance for a long time, and that's just the truth, guys, that I've put a lot of work into, like accuracy of returns, things like that on large deals, and it's just important to me that when you see a strategy that works, guys, when you see something that is functional, I'd say in terms of let's say just a basic component of the market in terms of volatility, etc. You just can't you can't encourage people to get hurt. You always need to remind them of this, I'd say the feature that we would say just never being overexposed at any higher price is just crucial, guys. It is without a doubt the most important aspect of crypto. And guys, the rules, they'll take you there. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. We hit a target. I'm excited about this. You guys know this on reset. How did we restart this day? Well, we hit a target, didn't we, guys? In the back, VIP, boom, hitting a target. You guys know that. The specific target in play was an upside target here, and I can confirm that VIP are trading A, boom, I traded this, and B, that we are hitting targets. Congratulations again to the VIP. Guys, you're trading. Boom, look at that. Bam, ba-boom. Nice work, VIP. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Let's look at if I can throw the heat map up here. May or may not be able to. TradingView has been a little tricky today for me. I don't know why. I gotta call those guys at TradingView. I got the Premium Pro Excelente kind of package here, and it does not want to play ball. I'm like, what's going on with my TradingView? You guys know that. Maybe it's overworked, huh? We never have TradingView shut down, right? But Binance will, right? But I guess Celsius will, Luna will. It's interesting, huh? From time to time, which ones decide kind of to throw in the towel, right, on a certain given day. Too much volatility. Looking at the mean reversion channel, can you see this? Let's go ahead and get rid of this golden pocket. Let's do that just for now, okay? It's good for reference point, but let's go ahead and get rid of the golden pocket. And in terms of the mean reversion channel, I want you to focus on that kind of the red and orange here. It looks like the Houston Astros color, as I remind myself of some baseball, guys. That's kind of the Houston Astros, the orange old Astrodome, just weird stuff. I remember that, but ugly jerseys. That's why I remember it. But mean reversion channel. Looking at the dig in here at the lower levels, be prepared in terms of pushing along that level. You'll see it glide right down into that level. Interesting, huh? The mean reversion channel. Look how accurately that portrayed the pricing. I'm on the 3-minute right now. Just shows the 3-minute. We could switch time frames, but the 3-minute kind of fits on the screen in terms of what I'm trying to display. You'll see mid-level hits on the mean reversion channel, top-level hit. Just something to introduce to you as you would look at trying to target in, trying to trade, because there's a lot of trades in this specific I'd say within this specific pricing dynamic. 6 to 7% up here was nice, was very, very nice, guys. Congratulations to those who are trading. We have been trading. That's the important thing. I know that you guys are busy with other things. Some of you are full time trading, and just hats off to anyone who's full time trading, because it's not easy. People say, "Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that," and when you start doing that, it's like it can be a lot of work, right? You look for those opportunities where potentially it's not that much work. And what are those opportunities? Confirmation, when everything seems to just kind of line up for you. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets, right? But there are just certain times when things line up just perfectly in terms of your schedule, in terms of your family, in terms of your technology, your sleep patterns, and everything. And understand, nobody can master this market 24 hours a day. I'm going to tell you guys that. Nobody can. You can project, you can predict, you can protect your position, right? But to request that of yourself is too much, guys. It's just too much. So stay level-headed in terms of your approach to crypto. Don't get like a pro driver would say, like a pro race car driver would say, do not drive with your hair on fire. That's what they say, guys. If someone gets out there and they start literally just driving too fast, too excited, everything else, I'm going 200 miles an hour. You guys know that? It's like, no, man. You're driving like your hair's on fire. You can't do that. It's just funny. Ricky Bobby scene's funny too, but I just had to bring that up. That's a pro race car expression that I happen to know. He's out there driving like his hair's on fire. Just, whatever. Just relax. Stay in the flow. Stay in the groove. Look for your skill set to arrive. At what time does that arrive, right? In terms of your mode, in terms of when you approach the market, how you approach the market, right? Have you eaten breakfast, or is you just had dinner? Are you good in the morning, good in the night, right? You don't need to necessarily have monster trades. You don't necessarily need that. You need consistent trades. You need that consistency and that discipline, right? The discipline is going to involve your technicals. It's also going to involve you. Partially, it's going to involve you. Yes, the technical application, but involving you, the discipline. Yes, making sure that you are disciplined in not over trading and not under trading, right? In not being too aggressive on your targets, not being too modest on your targets, right? Don't be sheepish on your targets, right? Fulfilling the expectations, rational expectations on your trades. And that comes as a set of balance, guys. You're going to learn to balance your operation in the market, okay? You may say, well, I'm taking too early. I'm not getting into my trade, not getting picked up. I'm, getting too tired at the trade station that I'm working, building. I don't have the right technology, X, Y, Z, right? From A to Z, we'll say. And that balance, that harmony will achieve itself. Guys, it's like the first time you go play tennis, right? You guys know this. First time you go play tennis, you go try and serve at the behind the line, right? And you're like, wow, okay, they make it look easy on TV, huh? And you get to the point you play enough tennis and you can start to kind of hit the ball. You can start to kind of see how, okay, I do see how I can put a little spin on the ball, I get on the top of it, right? Or digging in at the, behind home plate, or throwing a football the right way, right? So always focusing on that flow that you get into. And it's just never more important than this, guys. You may be a bull by nature, right? You may be looking for pickups right now. You may not be able to help that. Where's the balance? Where's the ability to switch over and find the short side of things, right? Maybe you're great at buying at support. Maybe that's all you ever do. Maybe you can't sell at resistance or short at resistance, right? Maybe your balance needs to come in the form of, maybe you're not on leverage. Maybe you need to be on leverage. I really mean that, guys. Maybe you need to be able to take advantage of the circumstance wherein you can create more returns with less capital in let's say a less amount of time, okay? That would be a circumstance where leverage could be beneficial to you, limiting your capital exposure, certainly allowing you to manifest more profits, okay? And this is going to come with a skill set, of course. Development of a skill set, that is not a given. That is an earned right in the market. It's literally a right that you earn in the market, is to go ahead and demonstrate your skill set quickly, profitably, at a time and place of your choosing in the market. Boom, boom, you're in and you're out, right? That doesn't come. That's not a free opportunity for everybody. No problem 100% it's yours. Just take it for free. Hey, you want to make money in the market? Hey, no problem. You know it's competitive. You have to follow the rules. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Guys, the easiest thing in the books, trade tactic number 1. Buy at support or long at support. Sell at resistance is number 2. The most basic trade tactics, that's not me talking. That would be New York Institute of Finance. That would be where Wall Street goes to school. Review their materials. If you disagree with me, you let me know. All right? Then trade your patterns, hugely important. And, guys, hit your targets, right? I'm excited that we were able to hit a difficult target. Bam! Was a nice move. And it was actually from an exact target. Boom. Want to let you guys know. That's the truth. Believe it or not, from target to target, I may do a video on this because this was nice. I want to make sure that people have an opportunity to see that 3.21%, right? It may not seem like, well, you know, London is, I'm just, maybe I just relaxed. It's no big deal. The market's falling apart. Well, we just hammered it through a trade from a target to a target opportunity, trade opportunity in the back, right? So in terms of that, looking at the framework here, I just want to show very quickly, absolutely, that target to target approach in the back, and I want to show you how important it was. That 22,000. Looking at this 22,095 was the bottom side target. Boom, boom. We hit that target, right? The price action hit that target. Very impressive. And then we went from that specific target, okay, up to our registered and documented target that was in the back for quite a while. Everyone knew about this target in the back, right? That's the benefit of VIP. Now, did you trade it? Well, if you didn't hit it, next, okay? Were you waiting for a signal? No one tells me this ever. This is why I know that people are reading. They're doing what they need to do in the back at all times. No one ever says, well, you know, London, you didn't really tell me, you know, to go ahead and trade that or buy that or sell that. No, I'm going to show you the pattern. I'm going to show you the level of support. I'm going to show you the level of resistance. Yeah, I'm going to put some targets on the map right here. Boom. Right, that's one target. I'm going to put another target on the map in terms of that red line target below, right, that we just perfectly slammed into, guys. So I'll put this target on the back, all right, in the back, without a doubt. I'll put that specified target that we hit before it's hit. I'll put this specified target level here before it's hit. And boom, boom, 3% move, I'll tell you guys, is more than enough on a day. I'll tell you guys. Now, the big returns, the big guys making big returns, guys, Freddie, 450%, right? Those guys are plugged into a different level of stamina and skill set. Just the truth. So be prepared to slowly work into things. If you're buying from a target, i.e. this red line, right, the red line that we had identified in the back, very important, right? This specific pick up in the back, boom, boom, just beautiful, very nicely done. If you missed this entire part, or if you missed part of it, or if you got it completely wrong, hey, what's the good news? You have the opportunity to engage in another trade. What else is the good news? You don't have to rush it, right? You can relax, and doing the 100 rounds the VIP way, you should be stress-free. You should literally be stress-free, focused on what should you learn from that trade. I tell everyone to categorize. I say, everyone, please categorize your trades. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Okay, now what does that mean? When I say categorize, when you lose a trade, I want you to categorize your trade. Look at your list, hopefully written in the back of your New York Institute of Finance book. I'm serious, guys. You'll find it in the book, but write it in the back. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, hit your targets, period. Okay? In the back of your book, when you categorize, when you look at a trade or that has gone south, I want you to categorize it. Make a note, jot something in a book. What was the problem on the lost trades? Could you have a W and a loss column underneath those rules? Could you structure in, guys, as we're looking at some negative price action? Want to shout out to, is that Bill? I think it may be Bill. Let me see, Bill. Let me see if that's Bill in the chat. I'm excited. I believe it is. I think that's Bill. Looking at that new VIP first trade, the successful part of the hedge, 508%. Hugely important, guys. We set it up. He executed, beautifully well done, just very impressive. Now, in terms of the rules, could you set this up? I want to know, guys, as we look at that today, as we look at the price action, you can nail a short, guys. It's a good time to short. All right, I'm just telling you. We're going to target. First of all, we're going to targets below that 20,674. Okay, that is a target in terms of that preceding flag to the downside. You guys, I'm sure you're in the process of making money. Congratulations. I'm in the process of talking to you, and that's it. That's what I want to do right now. Could you do this? And I want to know if you could do this. 1, buy at support. Okay. Could you do 2, sell at resistance? And I want to make sure that you can write this down. Let me pull this over so you can still see the price action. If it will let me. It may or may not let me. Let's do that. Then could you do 3, trade your patterns? Okay. Let's do this. Trade your patterns. And could you do a 4, hit your targets? Okay. Now, it would be nice to see you be able to do this, okay, to write this in the back of your New York Institute of Finance book. And this looks best on a big screen TV. I got to tell you guys, big screen TV, this stuff. Don't be squinting into a cell phone. The guys that do well have the big screen TV. I'm telling you guys, and I don't have to ask twice with them. Now, could you do this? Could you do that in terms of the buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets? Because I can talk about the technicals all day long right now. If you're looking for the answer, is it going up, is it going down? If you don't understand the features of technical analysis, if you don't understand the features of buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your target, and if you don't understand your weaknesses, okay, and your strengths, and what's causing you problems in the market, then what good does it do for me to cover, guys, for me to cover the technicals accurately, for me to give an indication in terms of even last night, like, okay, I wanted to turn a certain area into a target, right? What did that mean? I was looking forward to turning something into a target. If you're not plugged in, you don't know. Guys, you don't know that means we're going down underneath the target. It's an upside target. We have to get underneath it, right? That was a big drop from the golden pocket. You guys know that. That was a hefty day, wasn't it? Yeah. I wanted to turn that into a target, right? We had to get underneath that specific apex feature. So in terms of your trade, this is not too much. If you are putting money into a market and in through a process, please listen, okay? Then it's not too much for you to go through and write in the back of a book and catalog your experience in terms of what you're doing 1 through 4. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. It's not too much for you to do, to write a W and write an L. And what I want you to do is I want you to catalog this in the back of your New York Institute of Finance book. And I want you to go through, and if you don't have the book, you need to get the book. And this is how you're going to become a better trader. I want you to say, I just won a trade. I sold or I shorted at resistance. Boom. There we go. And then you're going to say, well, I just lost a trade I should have taken at my target. I didn't. Dang. Okay. Do you see this? Right? And then I just won another trade, and it was really nice because, well, you know, heck, I sold at resistance again. I shorted at resistance, right? And then as you come up with the W's and the L's, the wins and the losses, you're going to be able to look through and you're going to say, man, I have a lot of, if we were to look at this, you know, your set will be something along the lines of, if we were to look at this, and I just want to go over this, guys, amidst the price action, amidst being correct about a technical, I think we're okay in that department. Guys, we're going to be okay in that department, right? If you're looking for a quick, easy answer, this isn't it. I want you to be able to trade, period. If you're trading, you understand why I'm going through this right now. If you want a quick, easy answer, a lazy answer, this isn't it. This is not going to be it. I want you to develop as traders. Let's say your data set under win, okay, is you won 2 more. You just keep winning at the in terms of the selling short. You are in the market right now. Let's say you've traded a pattern, you shorted again, you traded another pattern, you shorted, right? And you bought one at support, and then you sold at resistance. let's say sold at resistance another 2 times. And this is what your trade category looks like under the W's right now. Okay? It is chock full of, well, I've just shorted it. Everything I've done is shorted. I've made money. Bam. You'll notice your trade, your dynamic here is, well, right now in the market, that's one component of it, but also what you've been good at, your level of comfort is around selling at resistance. You guys get this. Now, after the number of trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's say 11, 12, say you're getting to get through 100 rounds, guys. 100 rounds. Can you imagine doing this? Can you imagine doing this? What kind of program you would be looking at right now? It's amazing to watch the number of viewers go away. That's fine. Let them roll. They don't want to trade. They don't want a strong trade career, even with themselves. They don't want to. They don't want a trade experience. That's fine. Okay. In terms of your, let them roll, guys. Let them roll. They'll roll on and they'll have problems. They'll never fix them. Okay. So you'll fix them. That's the important part. Looking at the level of, let's say, the loss category. If you keep having problems with targets, you have problems with, you kept trying to hit in through different levels of support. It wasn't really taking. And let's make this one mostly about targets. Okay, we'll throw in a few other features, mostly about targets. At the end of this, when you compile your wins and your losses, it's critically important that you look at the aspect of what is causing you the most pain, what is causing you the most problems in terms of your losses. You need to identify these, you need to work on these, and document each trade. Please, if you can, to the extent that you can. I look forward to hearing from you guys as you're working through your rules and your regimen, your rules, guys, in terms of trading. Where are you getting in terms of the overall dynamic of assessing what is causing you problems or not? Right? In terms of this, guys, it's just as you look at the market, and people have had problems in the market, and there are not many traders. I'm going to tell you guys this. There are not many traders who come to BVIP who have had just a stellar experience. It's been all perfect, right? 100% perfect. No, guys, a lot of people have been through some difficult times with the market. So I'm providing this information to you because it's not the quick, easy answer. It's the it's part of the right and wrong answer, right? The wrong answer, you're going to be looking at what you're having problems with in the market, period, right? It's just amazing to me that people don't want to focus more in on something like this when trade opportunities are right in front of them, right? And they'll say, oh, I know how to short. I know how to short. I just want to know where it's going. Yeah. And what do your last 10 shorts look like, right? Are you still struggling with the market, right? Looking at a feature here of a descending, we're looking at a descending wedge with a secondary kind of a level 2 wedge. Let's go ahead and mark this up. Very important. Let's look at this. Descending wedge would be out here. A level 2 wedge would be here. Okay. We'll see the level of interaction of the price as we work down to our target. And already BTC off, what is this, 5.45% to 21,265. It's a deep red last couple of weeks, isn't it, guys? No problem. We're excited about that. And to all the VIP, I'm just excited that you guys, thank you guys for listening to this portion of it. The ones who do this, guys, you won't have any problems. You'll be in VIP. You will be a VIP and you'll be able to trade. The ones who want the quick, easy answer, I don't have time for that. I know how to do that already. That attitude, guys, the guys who show up, I'm telling you, even with VIP, they've been told the wrong thing. A lot of them. They've been cost a lot of money on trades, right? But who's going to tell them, well, here's the answer, right? Here's the answer. 100 rounds, buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets, and catalog your wins and catalog your losses. Period. You start doing that kind of framework. You want to up your game like that. Very impressive, guys. You're already putting your money into the market. So to say, well, do I have to write something down every time? Yeah, if you want to do well in the market, it's worth your money, right? Unless you're just slinging cash around. You don't care about your performance record. You don't care about a lot of you want to trade full time. You don't care about staying at your job. That's cool. Maybe some of you don't care about staying at your job. You want to stay at that job. A lot of you don't like that job, right? A lot of you want to get better. You want to take this seriously. And that's the guy, those are the guys I'm talking to, okay? Without a doubt, we'll sharpen this up here. And I don't mean at any point in time to be presumptuous whatsoever. I never mean to be presumptuous, and I always mean to be kind, uplifting, and challenging. Definitely challenging, as you guys will look at just the proper framework to put your wins and your losses into. If you have additional rules, run them by me. Let me know them. I'd like to see what you have gotten out of New York Institute of Finance, right? What you've gotten out of not another station. I don't want another influencer. I don't want another quote unquote pro. I don't want any of that, guys. I've been around so much of that, you have no idea. Watch them struggle, watch them lose, this and that. The best ones adhere to New York Institute of Finance. And I'm talking about the number ones on Wall Street that I have known personally. Boom. Okay? Priv Hedge Fund, me, that I've literally employed, like number one over my trades and number one from Wall Street. Literally, New York Institute of Finance is it. That's it. So I don't need another source. I'm just going to flat out say that we don't need another source in terms of checking, right? To see if we can get a quick answer. It's not a quick, easy answer. You guys know that with the volatility levels that have been going on with Bitcoin, it's just crucially important that we pay attention to the details. So some aggressive action to the downside. Now, VIP have known in the back that we've had lower targets. True or false? True. Hey, we've known that we've had lower targets. Absolutely, we have known that we have had lower targets in the back. I want to shout out to VIP. What do we got? Get in the plane. Got in the plane. Plane. What is this? What do you got? This is what's going on, Anthony? My man, 309%. Boom. Crazy you missed most of the day. No problem, Anthony. Don't worry about it, brother. But you guys just know that we have had these lower targets in the back. It's just crucially important to realize. There's the 20,772 in 1956. So 20,007 and 1906. 20,007, we've got that. And so that's a ways away. We've got some room, huh? And 1906. I'm going to call out the 1906. We'll add it into the mix. Those are the targets we've had. Okay, 27 and 1906. Those are some deep targets. The good thing is that she's trading. You guys know this. What's the good news, right? When stocks and equities, sometimes they get bad, guys. What happens? They shut down the market. They have to cease and halt trading, right? What's Bitcoin doing? She's trading, right? She's trading. What's going on with that? We're excited about that. What is up? Yeah, let's trade this. Can you imagine, guys? Just the opportunity is just great. The opportunity. Look at Anthony in the back. Anthony in the back right now, just hopping in, hopping out. And what is it? It's a 300. 300. Let me zoom out just a touch. 309%. Just add it into the mix, guys. Beautifully well done. Way to go, Anthony. Shout out to all the VIP. Shout out to Venus, to Marge, to Jay. What's up, brother? To Chris, to Bill, to guys, everybody. To Amos, to the whole crew, guys. Sean, to the entirety. Luke, Venus, Marge. We got the whole crew in the back. We're having a good time. You guys know that. Jubal, brother, what's up? We want to hear about your trades. Nice little hitch right on that specific target to the upside. We did. That's a met target. That's a satisfied target. Got back there quickly. Got back there very quickly. So that was a wedge that got satisfied very quickly. Noted. Okay. To the extent that we have just difficult patterning has been going on all day if you are a bull. Guys, it's just difficult all day long if you're a bull, except when we hit our target, boom, to the downside, and bam, up for a 3% move to the upside. That's a big trade, guys. That's a big trade. You have to identify your patterns. You have to identify your targets. If you're in the back, you don't know what's going on. I'll tell you this, you just started in VIP. You have to look at your targets, right? When we throw up a target, right, it's a measured move target. And most of the time, we're looking at some sort of a measured move componentry. Right, we're measuring, for instance, on this one, it was on the candle wicks, and we could go to the candle wicks of the descending triangulation. You guys know that descending triangulation was a big, important feature for us to trade and note. Looking at this. Look at this, descending triangulation. We noted this in the back, didn't we, guys? You betcha we noted that. That's how we got our target. Okay, so looking at the framework, yes, it takes a while for a target to develop, for I'll say a target or a specific, and we caught this on the downside. Took a little while, confirmed twice, a little bit frustrating on the way down. 5 hours to formulate a descending triangulation. You guys know that. So in terms of the carry down feature here, it's not magic. Boom. It's just solidly indicated. You guys got that, right? That's a target. Now, did you miss your target? That's the question. Did you miss your target on the exit? And maybe you had to release it back here? You know, you count this. If it cost you money somehow, you got in too late, and then it popped back on you, you didn't hit your target, you didn't hit your pattern, whatever it is, just focus on those issues which are costing you money in the market, which are just winding up in a loss instead of a W. We want those W's, guys. We want you to book those positive trades. We want your screen to turn green. We want you to have a good time in the market. That's right, guys. And so as Bitcoin continues to pour down, just understand the targets that we're looking at right now. Again, let's cover that after covering kind of the trade details in terms of buying at support, selling at resistance. Make sure this trading view for some reason has just been a little difficult all day long on different every device I'm on. Maybe people are overusing it. I'm not sure, but we'll continue to use it. But this specific bear flag to the downside, boom. We would expect to repeat the amplitude of this move, bam, to the downside. If you guys have that on your desktop as the target, I think that you're going to be in fine shape, okay? And in terms of these just good rules, guys, trade tactics, people are having troubles with their trades, are not buying at support, they're not selling at resistance, they're not trading their patterns, and they're not hitting their targets. I'll just tell you guys, they're not. Okay? They're probably flipping through stations looking for what they should do. If you want to flip through a station and go see what you can do, let's see. Hello, Lieutenant Colonel. I appreciate you subscribing. We appreciate having you here. And I put that on. I also want to extend an invitation for you to join our VIP top level of membership. And we focus on New York Institute of Finance. And we have a top shelf crew. We really do. It's an exciting group, and we would love to have you as a part formally of the VIP. Review some different streams, see what you think, and Lieutenant Colonel, sounds like you have some military experience. Appreciate your service, and I studied some military strategic intelligence, certified in such, and I appreciate having you here. It's nice to have you here. And in terms of the specific move to this downside, we would expect, again, guys, on the amplitude move, in terms of this, what would we be looking at, right? The amplitude move, we understand we have some differentiation on the exchanges. This is going to be the kicker, guys. I'm going to tell you, they're not going to make it easy just to print cash, right? This is a short festival. Let's just print money, right? The exchanges, they've got your, the exchanges have your number on that, right? They're prepared, guys. A little bit of differentiation, but looking at that bottom line level of 19,669. I'll say 19.7, right at 19,669 to be exact. I want to highlight this specific level here. I think it's a strongly indicated level. Let's make that in green. Let's just add it in green, and let's see if we can do a dotted line there. I'd like to see that that specific target hit. Okay, that 19,669 is a crucial level. We do have other military, Lieutenant Colonel, just to let you know. And shout out to Richard. Richard's been doing great, former U.S. Army out of Korea. Richard, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. We also have AJ Crypto I just talked to. He's in D.C. on some training on a non-military. He's in a civilian context now, and he's former U.S. Air Force. We are very military friendly. A lot of the logistics and different things that can be done successfully in the military, etc., lend themselves to being a pretty good trader if you do focus on your technicals and the source of your technicals. Don't ever go AWOL with your technical approach. Just don't do it. Don't get out there and don't turn it into a mess. You want clean, really refined technicals at all times. You want to know your source. If you're listening to another channel or something else, what's the source? What is the source of the technicals that you're listening to, wherever it is? Make sure. New York Institute of Finance. New York Institute of Finance, where Wall Street goes to school, period. That's their motto. That's not me saying that. That's their motto. Literally their motto. Because it's the truth. It's the back door to Wall Street. I've been telling you guys that the entirety of the time. It's the people that you're trading against. The hedge funds, the investment banks, the brokerage houses. Those are the people that you're trading against. right? So make sure that you understand, right, the same, that you have the same playbook that they have, that you understand the same tricks to the trade on the indicators, which ones work, which ones don't work, right? Which one is a continuation, which one is a reversal. Make sure you understand how they understand it. Period. And it is not something that's overly difficult. I'm just going to tell you guys, it's something that requires practicum, requires some discipline and consistency. So, looking at the MRC, the mean reversion channel, you'll just see again, depending upon your time frame, this is the 15-second. You see this picking up quite well here. The MRC I just chose today to bring to VIP because it's indicated when there's a lot of volatility. Okay, the MRC, the mean reversion channel. You'll just see hits here of 1.3%. Along the exterior, interior, your time frames will differ, but adding in the mean reversion channel is something that can be good for volatility. So I wanted to demonstrate this to you. Shorts are just enjoying the heck out of things, aren't they, guys? It's been a nice run for shorts, huh? What do you guys think? Excellent. If you're not trading leverage, join VIP and learn to trade leverage. Bottom line, that is a must, guys. It's a must. I got to tell you guys that without a doubt. Looking at this level, let's bring this up. I haven't brought it up yet. It is an upside target that has been abandoned thus far. We'll say thus far, okay? To the extent that Bitcoin wants to run away from the targets, I'm going to let you guys know, and VIP know this extremely well. We hit a target to start the day. Boom, in this zone. To the extent that at any point in time, a target could be abandoned to the upside, right? We will normally look at one thing first. We will assess the target and the accompanying patterns that may be in play as well. To the extent that, for instance, let's look at this real quickly. On the 12-minute, let's look at the 12-minute, or let's say the 5-minute even will be fine. I want to make sure it fits on the screen. There we go. On the 5-minute, we do have that specific target descending apex, the agreement between the buyers and the sellers. We would like to hit this target. However, arguably, it's within the framework of a descending wedge here. So to the extent that we have any targets that reside within a pre-existing formation, I always tell the VIP, and you know this, the probability of hitting said target may be diminished due to the fact that it is within, that the target is within that pre-existing, let's say, pre-existing pattern formation. Very important. Sorry for the brief distraction. I have some pups running around. They want to go outside by the pool or do something. I'm not sure. Someone may be out there. So, yes, we'd have an upside target here. Where would that be? That'd be that level of support, level of resistance, the agreement on the level of demand that's structured into the equation here with this. I'd say we have a convergence of the literal demand and let's say the sellers at the resistance, right? The demand for the purchase and the demand for the shorts or the sales, right? So that convergence of this demand comes to an apex. So that agreed upon price, essentially, when we see this fail to the downside, we are now technically in a divergence from that converged upon agreed consolidated apex target. Okay? We have diverged away from that specified target, that agreement between the buyers and the sellers. Okay? We have. Now, in this specific zone, preceding zone, on a different time frame, this is a very clean wedge. Okay, I can redraw it or just leave it. You guys know it was a very clean wedge. Now, this was a convergence above between the demand and the resistance. And what occurred? There was an agreement between the buyers and the sellers. Buyers on support, sellers on resistance, right? We had a divergence away from that agreement and price on the price line, okay? And price recovered to that target, okay? Now, we focus on descending versus ascending, okay? Another descending is here, right? We have an agreed upon level of support, level of resistance, okay? The apex is the target. We had a divergence away from that agreed upon, guys, that agreed upon demand function between the buyers on support and the sellers on resistance. Thus, we target Boom. Okay? Now, the notion or the fact that the target lies within an overall pattern structure, meaning now a larger descending triangulation, or it's a triangulation, but descending wedge feature may affect, and what an interesting conversation. Please pay attention. May affect our ability, particularly if I were to go in through and expand this in line with the 1 minute, which pulls this level of support down. You'll see that this target is shielded by a level of pre-existing support. Okay? Thus, the likelihood of hitting said target is diminished, may be diminished. Okay? Because it's in a different pattern structure. We'd have to break back into that pattern structure at this level. Okay? So anytime it's residing within a pattern, all right, within a pattern, your target, you may see a diminishment in terms of the probability of achieving that target. Guys, you hit your targets. That's how you know that's directionally where you're headed. Now, in the grander scope of things, as we look at this larger framework descending wedge in this zone, look at how large of a wedge now in the 1 minute, just in the 1 minute, has been compromised. We had that agreement. Here we go again. Agreement between the buyers. Agreement between the sellers, right? The buyers and the sellers. Buyers on support, sellers on resistance. Okay? Now coming into an apex, boom, right? This specific apex will be targeted. Because right now we're in a divergence. We're in a divergence that has, guys, that has taken price below and established an agreed upon level of support, level of resistance. Buyers at support, sellers at resistance. Okay, we're in a divergent price right now. The price has exhibited a divergence away from that preceding demand structure. Okay, so at some point, were we to completely diverge below this apex, we will target the finality of that agreement in terms of the level of support and resistance, that demand function, as a target as applicable to this overall wedge. Now that seems just, if it's brand new out of the box, it may seem like too much. There is a video called Bitcoin Spike Trade Tactics, Wedge Tactics. It's called Wedge Tactics. Watch that video. It's 2 hours explaining why we target, how we target. And we hit our targets. I tell you, we started the day today in the back hitting a target. Extremely excited about the fact that we are doing well on our targets. We do have targets below right now. In terms of getting to, let's say you have a target to the downside and to the upside, what do? Well, we go with the rule as well. To achieve a target, to hit a target, you need to have I would say that you need to have a pattern formation to enable you to achieve the target. Okay? So when looking for maximum probability to achieve a target, meaning an entry and an exit, entry and then an exit, your entry must comply with the requirement of having a pattern formation to achieve the said target. Entry, exit, right? However, in this circumstance, that target is within the specified larger pattern to the upside. Now, many times we'll still hit this target to the upside, okay? But the recognition is it's behind the level of pre-existing support. We recognize that. We just do. So this is not something that's you wouldn't just say this is so easy, man. I can't believe not everyone's doing this. It takes a small amount of work. It takes some commitment, and I'll just say it takes commitment to be VIP. You VIP who are trading, you understand, the ones who have this. It's just the price action. It's not, as you look at this, it is the finality. It is that demand function which has been abrogated, which has been breached. You understand that? And there you go, Lieutenant Colonel. You are very welcome, and no problem. It's nice to have you in the stream. So when we see a breach or a divergence of the price action vis-a-vis or in comparison to a level of support and a level of resistance, an agreed upon demand function was reached. We had a finality here. This is on the map. This specific descending wedge has been breached. Now, just understand the micro can turn into the macro very quickly. So this micro feature that was breached, you need to forecast, right? You must forecast in advance as to whether or not you could potentially be in a macro construct. Did you catch that? You need to forecast in advance as you're looking for your leverage trades, as you're looking to hit a home run. I want to hit 2 home runs, 3 home runs today. Guys, look at all the home runs on the bottom. Jubal, 525%, right? What I'm going to say is, and Lieutenant Colonel, some rockets for you. What I'm going to say is you need to zoom out, look at the context of what is developing on the, guys, from the minute to the 5 minutes. I throw in the 3 minute, 7 minute, 12 minute, 15 minute. I'm going to look at every time frame. I want to see what the most aggressive target is that I can formulate. I'll work every time frame on my targets, and I'll zoom out enough to take a look at a target, or let's say a pattern. Let's say a pattern, okay? Certainly the targets to become more aggressive on the targets. I'm always more aggressive. I always want my upside targets higher. All right, so I may find a time frame with a descending wedge, which allows me to raise this somehow. Okay, I'll shop the time frames for them. Okay, and to the extent that that we have more aggressive targets, I'll also look for any I'd say any impediments in the different time frames as well. Okay, I just will. Is there any kind of a structure like the descending triangulation that we came into the mix earlier on that we caught in the back, the rest of the VIP, right? Descending triangulation. It broke out and faked out, right? Bulls acted like they wanted to go somewhere. They didn't. Boom. Perfect hit to the downside. Very well done. Okay, so this wedge feature is in play now. We have further downside targets. And what I'll tell you is, guys, I'm excited to have you guys as VIP. I know that you've been trading quite a bit. I know a lot of you are making money. I will feature this 309%. Let's look at this 147%. Look at Anthony. He hit a long for 147%, a 309% short. Guys, both sides of the ball game. 309% short, 147% long. That's day trading, guys. That is day trading. No one come up to VIP and say, we were not trading in the back. That's impressive, Anthony. Boom, boom. Just hitting it on both sides, on every side. That is what's up. That is beautifully well done. Anthony understands the targeting practice. He just does. He understands buy at support, sell at resistance. Trade your patterns and hit your targets, right? He has absorbed this. He's been VIP for 5 or 6 months. You know, I mean, it's like, oh, you would say, oh, these returns look great, but I mean, look at the bottom. I mean, Freddie, 450%, or Pathfinder, multiple hundreds of percent. Anthony, 1,200%. Oh, sure, yeah, that's right, guys. Oh, sure. You know how long they've been VIP for? Anthony, over 6 months. 1,205%, right? And it's just, it's a very good testament, Anthony, just to your trade skills. They're phenomenal. Phenomenal, brother. Way to go, brother. Way to go, way to go. So in terms of the upside target, that is within a structure, okay? It's within the framework of a pattern. We take that to note, right? We do note that. And I'll just tell you guys, don't be overexposed at any higher price. At this point, you have heard the downside targets, the rationale behind them. You have... we know, I'm going to say, where the market is headed. We do. I was going to tell you in terms of, and the Coinbase chart's interesting. I'll just tell you the Coinbase chart on the line, if we were to take the line, drop it down, we're just about at the target on the Coinbase chart. If you trade Coinbase, I'd pay attention to Coinbase. All right? I don't trade Coinbase. On the candle wick, however, we have quite a ways to go. On the candle wick, I mean, especially to the maximum, if we were to complete the maximum, we could really head down an additional to like 19,000, right? So 20,860 on Coinbase. I'm so excited. We're at 20,000 on BTC. What's up, guys? What is up? Way to go. Congratulations. Way to go, guys. Well earned, huh? Well deserved. You guys have waited a long time for lower prices. What's up? And you've gotten structured around shorts. What's going on, guys? You've gotten structured around shorts to where you can short this sucker. How is that? How great is that, guys? From me to you guys, what's up? That's great. That's great news. Yeah, we sure came into the futures at the right time, didn't we? You guys know that. You're like, I don't know. It's cool. We were in this trade group, and all of a sudden we started covering leverage and futures. And then, yeah, Bitcoin went down like 15% one day, went down like 25% one day. Yeah, so congratulations, guys. You're just killing it. You're just killing it. It's really exciting. It's exciting for you guys to just to be around and be trading and know as much as some other guys on the street. You're just killing it, guys. Look at that, 6.76%. So 21,000, right at that sweet $21,000 mark. What's up, guys? Nice price action. What is our, where are we at on the, yeah, we could go through that later. You guys know the 786, the 86 below on Fibonacci's. Okay, we've got all of that programmed into you by now. It's a ways away. Let's look at the, let's add back in the, and actually we have it right here, 14,869, 14,869. That's a ways away. I mean, we would have to drop an additional, to get to that 786, guys, we'd have to drop an additional 30%, 29%, take an additional $6,000 off, $6,250. If you are trying to trade long, be careful. Anthony can do it, but what's the old saying? Well, how's it go, guys? Don't try to catch a falling knife. Don't try to catch a falling knife, guys, right? And what's up, Bill, my man? 500% on that successful portion of your first hedge. My man, what's up, Bill? You're just killing it, brother. You're killing it. Just awesome. I pulled off we just did a hedge. We set up a hedge, his first trade. Successful portion was 500%, guys. 500% on his first trade, Bill. First trade on futures, first hedge. Beautiful, huh? Just awesome. Really excited about VIP in 2022. We are building. If you're not a member of VIP yet, make sure that you join VIP. And guys, it's not a subscription. It's not anything. You got to power in. YouTube allows it. We're excited. We have the back rooms in Twitter. And guys, we're just killing it. So in terms of this, I'm excited about the lower prices. We're trading. We're doing well. I don't know anybody else who's doing well. Do you guys know anybody else who's doing well? Everybody else has run for the hills. Everyone else is panic-stricken, and maybe they're thinking about trying to maybe do well. Or we're doing well. This group is doing well. Boom. What's up, guys? That's awesome, huh? Congratulations to all of you. You make this possible. You are the trade team. You guys are. You're VIP. You're killing it. That is so awesome, guys. I'm so impressed with you. I am so impressed. What we got here, Bill saying, thank you, brother. Amazing. Continue to grind VIP. You got it right, Bill. Just awesome. That 500% his first trade. Boom. The successful part of his hedge. 500%. Boom. Just killing it in the back again today. And we could stream for hours and me talk about how excited I am about the trade group because I don't know anyone else who's killing it. I just don't, guys. I do not know anybody else who's killing it like this. And you guys are. What a cool deal, huh? And you guys are going to go talk. This is the cool thing. You will be able to talk to anybody that's in crypto, anybody that's in equities. Period, guys. You'll be able to talk to anybody. Stockbroker. You'll be able to talk to a financial advisor. You'll be able to talk to the friends, the owner of the business, whatever it is. Oh, they trade crypto. Oh, how's it going? You'll be able to ask legitimately, well, how's it going? Oh man, it's tough. You'll hear that, and you guys honestly will be able to say, well, that's cool. Well, we're doing really great. Our trade group, we've been, you've been hedging, we've been shorting, we've been, we caught the move yesterday. I booked a 400% trade yesterday. You'll be able to say this stuff. Guys, no one's going to be able to say that stuff, but you're able to say that. That is so cool, guys. So we didn't down talk price. You guys know here at Bitcoin Spike, we didn't down talk price. We didn't forecast panic and peril in the markets. We just got prepared to trade. That's it. So in terms of lower prices, we're ready for them. We're excited about them. We wanted to trade. I prepped everybody for 100 rounds in leverage. If you don't know how to trade leverage, make sure you join. I will prep you with a trade just like I did with Bill. His successful part of his hedge went, it's a short and a long at the same time, went 500%. So it's a great time to learn. Boom. You guys know this. So excited about the trade group. In 2022, we are building, and you guys are just killing it. Look at the bottom returns build at 508%. That is you. Zoe, what's up, Zoe? From overseas, he's just killing it. Great guy. In terms of Jubal, US 525%. Just, you guys know, just go and try not to brag too much. And I mean that. Try and be respectful, right? When you talk to other people who are suffering in the market, because you may not connect with it. The traders here won't connect with it. If you guys are joining VIP, if you're doing whatever you're doing today or whatever, just understand that a lot of people are suffering. If you've been suffering in the markets, don't take it that we're trying to gloat or anything along those lines, but we're allowed to be excited and to tell the truth that VIP are killing it. They're doing really well. That's our top level of membership. And so do try and have a little bit of empathy, but do tell the truth. Do talk to people and let them know that there's a better way to be trading, right, than how they've been trading. They've been holding. They've been, right, a lot of people got hung up in Luna or Celsius, right? We're on the record the day before Luna saying don't go long. Shout out to Crystal Ball. I text messaged him today, right? That was cool. That was a cool feature in terms of him joining VIP as well. So, and not everyone's supposed to connect with, you guys know that, not everyone's supposed to connect with success, right? Some people will resent it. Some people will want to destroy it, right? They'll find all types of different ways to approach your success. Believe me, guys, you know this. VIP are successful people. So we're not surprised when people try and tear us down or, just anything and everything they could do. They'll lie, cheat, steal, do anything in the world to try and take you down. That's fine. So don't gloat too much. But do tell people there's a better way to trade, right? Just tell them real quickly, hey, buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. If you tell them that, they'll look at you like, I don't care who it is. If you tell that to a trade fund manager, be like, okay, that sounds good. You probably have a different strategy, but we're excited about continuing to trade. Congratulations to the VIP. And I just got to tell you guys, we're going to let the price action do what the price action will do. We're going to go and trade in the back. In terms of the downward pressure, in terms of what you guys are going to continue to see, I'm glad I prepared you guys yesterday. I wanted to turn this into a target. You guys know this. I wanted to turn this specific feature. Let's go through this very quickly. Let's go to the daily. Let me go to a new chart. Okay. Let's go to a new chart. And yes, we wanted to turn. This is just a huge move. You guys have to appreciate this, huh? We wanted to turn this specific feature here into a target, right? That was the goal. And we're a little bit elevated, and depending upon which I'd say, which exchange you're on, boom. Yes, the capitulation down. Big moves to do that, right? So we have an upside target. That's been accomplished. Congratulations. I know it was a big move to talk about. We were in the golden pocket yesterday, but the VIP heard me and knew what I was talking about. Okay, and I said that specifically so that the VIP would know, because when I say I want to turn this into a target, the VIP immediately know already, and that cuts through the rest of the crowd who's listening and trying to pay attention to everything. VIP knows London wants to see this down, right? Looking forward to this becoming a target, so yeah, London's saying down. Boom. That's one of the biggest, guys, that's one of the biggest moves Bitcoin's made in a while. 15% down. Nice move yesterday, right? Looking at this move here, let's just measure that. That was about another 15% day. But this run in this string, calling that is nice. We've had a lot of good calls, guys, haven't we? We've had a lot of good calls throughout the year. Not every single one. It's never going to be every single one, right? But exciting to see what we wanted to see. 786 is lower, right? We know that 786 is lower, and we do have a few different functions in here. I'm going to go ahead and call this out real quickly. We have a few different functions here in looking at a, let's say we do categorize things as kind of a level 1 or a level 2, right? You guys know this, level 1 or a level 2 wedge, right? This wedge is deep, okay? And this is where we're at right now. You guys pay attention. This is good, okay? I'm telling you it's good. Look at this. You guys know this. It's like, oh, this is good. That's a steep wedge, right? Now, technically, yes. Right now, we have a target, okay? Don't we, huh? It's parallel, right? We're literally at that specific level right now. But since it's in play right now, I will identify another target. Boom. I want you to remind yourself, the further that we can get away from a target, the better off we are in terms of profit. If you want to long back to the target, you don't want to hammer into the target right now? You can on the smaller time frames. If you have a level of support or resistance, you can buy or long or short or sell, okay, on the support or resistance comparatively, right, respectively. But the further we can get away from this specific feature right here, we're going to be the ones sitting here. I'm going to tell you guys, out of the entirety of the market, we're going to be the ones who are understanding the price action, hoping and looking for lower prices to achieve before we could re-achieve this specific target. I don't know anyone else who has any upside targets, guys. I don't know anybody who has anything other than a guess or hypothetical or anything else. We have a string, and we do qualify them if they are part of an internal preceding pattern. Okay, then we look at it. You guys know that it may affect the probability of us achieving that pattern. Or achieving that target. You have to scope out, and you have to keep that in mind. Mind yourselves, guys. You have to keep that in mind as you're developing your targets. Right? What's the forecast? Where are we going? Are we heading out of a macro target? You'll develop that, okay? You'll develop that awareness, okay? You're like, well, we may leave this behind. Well, we're on the cusp of a level of support. We may be out of this thing. All of these targets may be gone, okay? They all may be included within the scope of a larger, initial, broader macro target. Boom, right? See, it really lowers your threshold down to the apex of the entirety of the feature. You see? So in terms of this descending wedge feature here, we have to put it on the map. It is there. To the extent that we have breached that level of support, level of resistance, the agreement, okay, we have a convergence between the sellers and the resistance, the sellers, and I just probably did that completely wrong. It's too steep. Between the buyers and the sellers, we have a convergence. Let's get this right. VIP, you already know what I'm saying. I've said it 15 times, too many times tonight. The buyers and the sellers, right? We have a convergence between the line of support and resistance. There is a literal convergence on the screen in the form of an apex, concluding in an apex. So that is a literal conclusive function in terms of forecasting and targeting the demand function. You guys understand that between the buyers and the sellers, there's a literal convergence of the trend lines expressive of the conduct of the buyers and the sellers. Boom. Now, what do we have? We have a divergence, a literal divergence of the price action below the level of support, below and outside of this agreed upon demand function. You guys see that? You understand? I wanted to work on the explanation a bit tonight in terms of, yes, you actually, when you do, and this New York Institute of Finance stuff, guys, when you talk and discuss a level of support, a level of resistance, converging in a descending manner, they converge in an apex. There's a convergence there between the demand function between the buyers and the sellers. Perfect, right? Got it. Now, we are seeing a divergence, okay? As much as you say an RSI, a MACD divergence, okay, no. We're seeing a divergence of the literal price action down and out of an agreed expressed demand. Let's say outside of the agreed expressed demand function between the buyers and the sellers that was just pre-existing. We have a literal price divergence, the price line divergence. And what's on the map? This right here, okay? That is our target. That was the conclusion, right? That was the express conclusion of that pre-existing demand function. All right? Very important. If you trade, you know what I'm talking about. Right. It is indeed a devastating time for many, including me, says Bill. Lost 90% of your portfolio value. What took you years to build. Going to restart from zero in VIP. Stay strong, everyone. Bill, you're in the right place, my man. Man, we take that to heart. Man. Bill, that means a lot, brother. That means a lot. We're going to keep you on target. We're going to keep Bill and VIP on target. Man, I wish you'd been here earlier. We always talk about not being overexposed in any specific trade, any specific coin, anything. That's a big deal here. Always with heavy cash reserves. And Bill, we're going to go good places, brother. Just stick with it. Stick with it. I'm very excited to have you here. I'm excited for any VIPs that are joining or have joined. Bill's new. He just booked a 508% trade. Yes, that means a lot, doesn't it, Bill? Yo, that's awesome. Take it in stride. 100 rounds. 100 rounds. You got to follow that stuff. Huh? You got to follow that stuff. So we see that divergence from that express preceding agreed demand function, right? We see that, okay? And there's just something, there's something, guys, you have to look at this and you say, well, it's just a wedge. No, guys. No, it's not just a wedge. It's not just a wedge. It is 6 months, nine. It's going to be 9 months, guys. It's 9 months of agreed upon pricing. 9 months, guys. It's not a number on on something you decide if you like or not, or you want to buy it or not, or you want to. No, guys. It is the market. The market for 9 months. Yeah, capiche. Yeah, we got it, huh? It is not just a wedge. It is the market for 9 months. All of the entirety of the market for Bitcoin for 9 months. Of the whole world. Of all of the buyers, of all of the sellers for 9 months. All of their activity. It's not just a daily chart. Well, that's just another pattern. I have a different pattern. No, this is 9 months of price action. Hugely important. You guys get it? Yeah? It means something, doesn't it? The $1 trillion+ market cap of Bitcoin. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Yeah. Okay? So, well, this is just another little micro wedge. It might play it. No. This is an agreed upon demand function. Okay? Now you start to think, okay, well, it took 9 months of activity, right, to build this out for the market. I see. Yeah. So this is significant. This apex is significant. The conclusion, that target of that demand function for 9 months, you bet you it's significant, guys. It's 9 months of $1 trillion+ of market cap. And all of the traders in the whole world trading Bitcoin and owning Bitcoin. It's a big deal. So yeah, this is significant. It just looks like another apex. That's just where those two lines come together. No, guys. It's 9 months of Bitcoin, of the entirety of the market. You guys get it, huh? This is, it's just another descending wedge. It's no, guys. This is what? This is 4 months. 4 months. Literally 4 months of price action of all the Bitcoin markets. Boom, 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 boom. All the cash. The big Wall Streets, the boom. The big whales. All the retail. Boom, 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 boom. For 4 months, they expressed this demand function. Okay? It's on the map, right? It's on the map like that. You need to conceive of the market to the extent that the market is expressive of reality, right? That it put yourself in a different frame of mind where it's not just a line on a line chart. What's the next move? It's the whole market. It's the Bitcoin market. There's 4 months to formulate this, right? 4 months of activity. Man, you get into one big office. I'm going to tell you guys, you get into one big trade office, one big, like BlackRock. Hey, go into BlackRock. Well, they got $3 trillion+ under management. Go in. They did before such and such, but they got a lot. BlackRock, $3 trillion+, $6 trillion. You can look it up. Now, BlackRock, go into one office. Just go into one of their offices. And you'd be like, whoa, man, okay, different ball game. Imagine all the, now, to the extent that they're in Bitcoin or otherwise, okay? Look at Grayscale. Look at whatever you choose, all right? You're going to get in financial desks, financial offices around the world. How many of them are trading Bitcoin? How many of them own Bitcoin? Big time, guys. Big time. There's been too much profit not to own it. There's been too much profit not to look at it. Everybody's been looking at it. So to the extent that this represents the entirety of the world, from Tokyo to what are you going to say? From Tokyo to Sydney, guys, from Sao Paulo to London to Moscow to New York, from LA to Mexico City, all of the businesses, all of the high volume and low volume buyers of Bitcoin agreeing upon structures, agreeing upon levels of support, levels of resistance, right? Yeah, it's a big deal. So these are on the map. I'm just going to tell you, you guys know they're on the map, right? But I just want to reinforce the fact as to why, kind of re-solidify the importance of the market with you guys so you understand it. You reconceptualize the market, right? And you are welcome, Bill, without a doubt, always. So we're down. We have some divergence again, guys, out of another wedge. Not to be surprised, BTC loves to do this. We love to trade it. We love to trade it. We're excited to have another upside target. Now, I'm going to go on the back. We're going to trade a bit. Last night I said I wanted to see that set as a target. We got that degree of literal, guys, literal. And here we go. Let's see if this, we got that degree of literal lower pricing that just seemed like, wow, I know that you guys thought, well, London's talking about it going below the golden pocket. I know you guys thought that, huh? I know you did. And then you saw it go below, like, oh, kiddo, you know, nice move, huh? Nice move. That's what's up. Nice move. So we are down in with BTC, down 4.4% to 21,544. We do have a technical upside target. I'm going to leave you guys with that. We have a technical upside target. Let's go ahead and mark this into the framework. I know sometimes you guys can't see the wedge. It's like, man, you got to be good at drawing these things. Like, you know, you got all these, you just got lines, and it's like you got to be able to see that wedge. You got to be able to hit the wedge in terms of identifying it. That's part of when I say hit your targets. You're going to get in the framework where you can draw these out a little bit better, okay? I promise. It takes time. It's not easy, guys. Just to look at something and boom, there's a falling wedge. It's not easy. What are the requirements? 2 hits on support, 2 hits on resistance. That's it. Has to be descending and converging and resulting in a descending apex, period. Okay? So nice to see we hit this specific descending, okay, this internal target here. That was nice on the restart of the day. And for tomorrow, guys, let's go trade. Let's not talk about up, down. Let's not do all that stuff. We do have targets below. You guys know we have those targets below, right? Variable targets on multiple exchanges. I'm not even sure we can tell the proper thing right now to everybody who may be listening, depending upon what exchange they're on, right? That's the bear flag. Boom, boom. We have downside targets. We'd like to reach our downside targets. I am going to reach my downside target. That's my goal, okay? I'm going to reach my downside target, period. I hope you guys do too. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I hope you guys are doing great. Shout out in the chats. And in terms of the DM in the back, we're more than thrilled with all the level of success. The big guy, 1,205%. Anthony in the house, also killing it in the back. Look at this. Just doesn't quit. 112% on a long, 147%. Just absolutely rock and roll. Another 140% on a long. You had to enter. That's what's called being a trader, my friend. You are killing it. And what a wonderful, wonderful fact that he's been VIP for as long as he have. He's really hitting VIP the right way. And we're excited about that. Looks like we're almost at a target. We'll be in the back. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I'll cut you a video if need be, and make sure on those videos you watch it, you like it. Let's get it out to as many people and push this content just to help people out. People like Bill, who may have lost almost everything in his account. Let's try and help people. Let's teach them how to learn to trade. Look at this incredible fan formation, boom to the downside. Make sure you review fans in New York Institute of Finance in Murphy's work.